Italian about that, except that it was one of our very, very favorite recipes growing up. So here goes with blueberry buckles. What is buckles? That's the question that many people have asked me. I think it's like a coffee cake with fruit in it and a crunchy topping. Okay. That's all, as much as I know about it. Okay. There you go. That's the best we can do. All right. So, what do we have here? All right. The ingredients for the cake itself, and then the ingredients for the topping. Okay. It's pretty basic. So, ingredients for the cake? Yeah. All right. We have 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of shortening, 1 egg, 1/2 cup of milk, 2 cups of flour, which you should sift. We're going to sift this. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 cups of blueberries. Now I'm using frozen blueberries, so we're going to dust those with flour first. That way they don't sink to the bottom. So, okay, that's the cake. Okay, and then the topping is 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/2 cup of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/4 of a cup of soft butter. Soft butter, yep, that is all right. Okay, and I'll take this aside and we'll mix the stuff. So then you just like mix them all together? Mix them all together, and you want to crumble them. No, you just mix the dry first and then you throw in the butter. Okay. I think it said to sift the flour first. What do I know? That's just what it says. There you go. Okay. The flour. All right. With the cinnamon. There you go. Okay. I've already sifted the cinnamon and the flour together. I'll mix the brown sugar and then I'll add the butter. We'll make the topping mix, the crunchy topping. Okay. So while you're busy doing that, let's get the cake going. Let's do it. I guess you don't really need a mixer. At least I know that Aunt Betty didn't use a mixer. We just mix the shortening with... I probably should have gotten you a spatula, huh? Sorry. Yeah, you could have done that. Would have been easier. With the sugar. And you could use butter in this, and I think I have on occasion, but the original recipe just calls for shortening. Okay, so after you get that incorporated pretty well, then just add an egg, 1 whole egg, and then whip that around a little bit. Shouldn't take very long. I'm going to just put my blueberries in here. I'm just going to dust them lightly with some flour, like I said, so that it doesn't sink to the bottom. Just want to toss them around like this. Put them back in here. Very good. Okay. They look very dusty. Let's just leave that in there. Okay. Good. All right. So now we have to sift all the other ingredients. So I'll put the flour in, which is 2 cups, we said. 2 cups of flour. Yep. With, what did I say? 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There you go. So just get these quickly. And it really doesn't take an extra beater. It's pretty simple, basic kind of a... Yeah, it is. And actually, I didn't know that. I thought you had to beat it. So the things you learn. Okay, there we go. See all that? You don't want that. So that's why you have to sift it, so it doesn't... You need those little thingies in there. So then I'm just going to add, half of the dry, and then if you want to pour in a little of the milk. And actually, it doesn't take 3 people to do this. No, I know, but it's more fun with 3 people. Oh, especially when you're... There, put the rest of the dry in. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And the milk. Okay. Now, the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of milk, but depending on a lot of things, like the weather conditions or where you live, how dry it is, you may have to add a little bit more milk. If it seems too stiff, just, add a little bit. So
tell me what, thanks, Rose. I'm going to keep you around.
I think when you're making coffee cake, the last thing you want to do is overwork it, yeah. So, dump in your blueberries. I'm going to let you throw that sucker around. Okay.
You think it's too stiff, or?
Yeah, I think it should be, it looks good.
Really?
Okay. Spatula?
Yep, there's one right over there. In my little corner. And then, of course, you know, you just spray the pan. When it says grease and flour, I just spray, don't you?
That's all I do.
I don't think I grease and flour the pan.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
Authentically, she probably greased and floured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have spray.
You?
We're using a glass pan. So the recipe, it tells the temperature should be 375, but if you're using a glass pan, it should always be 25 degrees less. So,
Alrighty.
and I think we have it at 350. We do.
Okay, you still have your fork?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
wait a minute. We'll use that.
Oh, okay. Blueberry down here.
There you go. Don't want to waste the
Don't
blueberry.
want to waste one of those.
And blueberries are in season right now. That's kind of why we decided to make this. Though, making a cake when it's
And it's
95 degrees outside, that was the best idea. But they are in season, so. And I think this is a little stiff to spread because the berries are frozen.
Frozen, right.
Yeah,
That's
so-
exactly right.
A real Italian would use her hands.
Yeah, but obviously you're not talking to me. Wait a minute, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So if you use frozen berries, which actually work just as well, they do make the dough a little bit more firm. And you don't have to have dough in every last corner because it will spread once you put it in the oven. Alrighty, get back there. There you go. Alright. So, now for the goodness.
And now, it didn't crumble, but you can drop it by.
Yeah,
Because the butter is soft, but it gets crunchy
Yeah.
when it bakes, which is a good thing.
There you go. See, you want to get your hands dirty, so
Yes,
we let you do that. We're good that way.
Oh, I'll take this.
Okay, we're good. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, the beauty of this is that there's lots of topping to go on. Oops.
Okay. Where do you think? That's it. We good?
Okay.
We're good. All right, so we're going to bake it for 45 to 50 minutes, depending. And we'll set the timer, and while it's baking, we'll have some wine. What do you think? Okay. Okay, it's been like, what, 40, 45 minutes? And about 2 glasses of wine later. And I think it's done. Yeah. Okay, it looks done. Done. We would pair white wine with, it's very good with, okay, Carol, now we did this in a 9x13, which,
Sometimes I've done it in a 9-inch
have you?
square.
Which obviously would come up a little higher.
It's a little higher and you get a little bit more thickness in the topping, but I kind of like it in the 9x13 better.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
You get more topping that way, like kind of spread out, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to wait for it to cool. I think we should have it
cool. Okay. We're going to try it. It is really good. To see if this wine really does taste good.
And you don't really need anything with it. I don't even think you need butter, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Whipped cream? No.
Cream, nah.
What do you think?
A lot of good crunchiness.
What do you think, Rose?
Just a little bit of cake and a lot of topping.
There you
There
go.
Oh yeah. That's looking good.
Okay, let's try this puppy.
Okay.
Not literally, but okay. Okay.
Alright, let's have a
This is
taste.
going to be hot, so be careful.
So we're going to make up for not doing a strictly Italian thing. Next time, by doing pizza. Easy pizza dough. Does that sound good? So that would be another good thing.
Okay, this is good.
Hang on.
Yum. It is good, especially because there is like lots of topping and crunchy. Very good. Okay,
Good.
so next time
Next
pizza,
time.
right? Next time pizza dough. Okay.
Three
Three sisters cooking Italian. Ciao.